Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about God hasn't forgotten about you. Um, let's keep it real, bruh. Like, when you've been faithful to God and you've been waiting on God for a long time, it could start to feel as though God has forgotten about you, man. You know what I'm saying? You got some people out there, they was born in like poor families, poor conditions, slums, bad environments, the hood, all types of different conditions that they could be in. And they are faithful to God, you know what I'm saying? They loyal to God and they believe and they follow God and they trying to make it out though. But they feel as though God forgotten about them. Some people feel as though God left them in an unknown location on the map. He forgot about the map existed, bruh. Some people feel as though the map that they are currently living in, the country or the state or the village or the slums that they are living in, man, they feel as though God forgot about those coordinates, bro. Like, how you call it? They feel as though God forgot about that map. They feel as though God forgot about like the entire hood that they from, the entire village that they from, the entire slum that they from, the entire poor conditions and neighborhoods that they from. They feel as though God forgot about that map entirely, bro. You know what I'm saying? They feel as though God forgot about that location entirely, bro. Uh, but I'm just here to tell you that God hasn't forgotten about you. If you are faithful to God, this is for the people who are faithful to God, bro. People who really are following God's plan for their life. They really love God and they are faithful to God. You know what I'm saying? This is for y'all, man. Like, God hasn't forgotten about you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, you could be in the most unknown location on earth. Like, people don't even be knowing about it. You from a small town. You are from a small village. Bruh, God hasn't forgotten about you. Yeah, I know them years of struggling, it broke you, bro. Let's keep it real. Them years of struggling, they broke you. Looking at those walls that you hate, it broke you. Like, you looking at the same walls, bro. And you got those who homeless. You know what I'm saying? You got some people who are tired of looking at the same walls, and then you got those people who are homeless. They don't even have walls, bro. They on the street. They don't even have walls to look at. They don't have a house. They don't have a place to be. But look though, both the person who's looking at walls that they're tired of, and both the homeless person, they both trying to make it out though. They both trying to make it out because you never know. What if the person looking at walls could be in an abusive home? An abusive home is no different from a haunted house. Man, every time, bro, it's just trauma and abuse, bro. It's all type of blood pressure spikes, all types of, bro, anxiety, bro. Like, come on, bro. So they both trying to make it out, though. And God hasn't forgotten about you, bro. You could be out there, a kid just starving, bro, in a village in the middle of nowhere. You think like, man, I'm just a kid starving in the middle of a village in nowhere. In the middle of a village in a certain part of like a different country. I could be a kid in South Africa struggling in a village, or I could be a kid in like what's another country? I could be a kid in Uganda struggling. I could be a kid in a poor tent village struggling. You know what I'm saying? I could be a kid in Kenya struggling, Philippines struggling, you know what I'm saying? I could be in the different slums of a different country, Mexico struggling. I could be anywhere, bro. Like, it don't matter. You feel as though you is just struggling in like a poor village, poor part of your, town, whatever. You feel like God forgotten about you, bro. Man, you be like, man, God forgot for real, bro. God forgot. Man, God forgot about me for real. I know that. I know that. You ever felt like that, bro? You be like, hey, bro, God forgot about me, bro. I know it's true. I know it's true, bro. Come on, bro. How you gonna tell me different? How you gonna tell me God ain't forgot about me for real, bro? Look at how long I've been struggling, though. Look Look at how long I've been struggling though. I'm gonna ask you a question. Does the duration of your suffering mean that God forgot about you? Does the duration of your suffering mean that God forgot about you? Because if that's the case, bro, followers of God been through all types of long sufferings, bro. But God was still with them though. You know what I'm saying? God was still rocking with them though. Even though they been through like long periods, bro, where they were just going through like suffering. I'm talking about some high level suffering. Some critical damage suffering, bro. Some high end suffering. You know what I'm saying? People been through all types of different things, bro. And I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, God hasn't forgotten about you. If you are faithful to God and you are loyal and you love God and you are obeying God's plan for your life, God hasn't forgotten about you. You could be in the unknown location, in the village, bro. You could be in countries, you could be in Sudan, you could be in Rwanda. How you say that country name again, though? Rwanda? Yeah, you could be in Rwanda, you could be in Kenya, you could be in uh, uh, South Africa, you could be in like China, Japan. Oh, bro, it don't even be mattering where you at, for real. Bro, it don't even matter where you at. You could be in Tanzania, bro. Like, you could be in like America. You could be in like, bro, you could be in LA. You know what I'm saying? You could be in LA, bro. You could be in like, bro, you could be everywhere, bro. You could be in Florida. You could be anywhere and you think God forgot about you, though. Man, God ain't forgot for real. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about God's timing, though. And sometimes God's timing requires us to endure a lot, bro. We got to endure through so much. We got to get through so much as we wait on God's timing. But when the timing is up, though, let me tell you something about when the timing is up. When the timing is up, all types of things going to happen. You go, man, God forgot about me, blah, blah, blah. God forgot about me. But look, though, when the timing is ready, bro, when God is ready to move, bro, on your behalf and you've been loyal and faithful to him for years, bro, when the timing is ready, let me tell you what happens when the timing is ready. Because some people don't even know what happened when the timing is ready, bro. When the timing is ready, bro, all types of doors start opening. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about God could use a stranger to come up to you and just offer some opportunity, bro. God could work through anybody or anything, bro. I'm telling you, bro. When the time is ready, God will work through anybody and anything. I'm talking about favor from God, bro. Favor, bro. You know what I'm saying? Favor to whereas you just surviving, bro. Bro, God will favor you so much to whereas you're no longer just surviving in survival mode, bro. God will allow you to thrive, bro. God's favor will allow you to actually thrive and actually start like feeling as though you're not about to drown anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? God's favor will open doors for you to whereas you feel like, man, I feel as though I'm thriving now. I feel like all those years I was just struggling and surviving, bro. But now it's like I'm actually starting to thrive, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know the journey that it takes from being at the bottom just to get to the surface of the ocean? I'm going to be real with you. Some people are at rock bottom of the ocean right now, bro. Some people is at rock bottom of the ocean right now. And by them not giving up on themselves, they trying to swim up. They drowning. You know what I'm saying? All these years they drowning, they going through it, but they still staying faithful to God. They just swimming up, hoping one day they get to the surface, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there'll be times where you're trying to swim up to the surface or the ocean, bro. You'll be like, bro, God forgot, bro. Like, bro, my lungs fill with water, bro. Like, I can't breathe, bro. You know what I'm saying? And poverty will make you feel like that, bro. When you broke and you ain't got money, bro, it will make you feel like you're drowning. So this could be a metaphor for like poverty. It could be a metaphor for all types of different things that people go through. Man, you gonna be tired. Your arms tired, bro. Your arms ever been tired, bro? You're trying to swim up all the way to the surface, bro. You know how long that take, bro? You know how long it takes to swim from the bottom of the ocean to the surface, bro? People, hey, bro, people going through it for years, bro. People, hey, bro, people like, hey, bro, God forgot for real. Hey, bro, can you blame them for feeling like that? Of course not, bro. You can't blame people for feeling like that, because when you're going through it and you're feeling it for real, bro, you go be like, hey, bro, maybe you right, bro. I feel the same way. Maybe you right, bro. Maybe God forgot for real, bro. Hey, bro, maybe God forgot about us, bro. When you go through the same situation that person going through, you're gonna be like, man, maybe God forgot about us for real. I feel what you feel, bro. We now share the same feelings, bro. We know, we feel as though God forgot about us, bro. You're gonna feel all types of ways when you're following God, bro. But just know, bro, like when the time is right, bro, you just gonna make it, bro. You gonna make it to the surface. You gonna, man, you gonna be able to breathe. You gonna thrive, bro. You ain't gonna be drowning anymore. You gonna thrive. And man, you going all the way to the sky, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. When the time is ready, bro, God ain't forgotten about you. Man, you may be like, oh, you may think and feel as though God forgot about you. But when the doors start opening, bro, you know who opened the doors, though. You know what I'm saying? You know who opened the doors. You know who put you on. You know who allowed you to shine, bro. God be using all types of different things and different people. Have you ever experienced God using different people and different strangers to stop you from just completely falling? Like, how do I explain this? Maybe I worded it wrong. Let me think of it. Hold on. So have you ever felt as though God was using different people and different strangers to kind of like assist you to whereas you are not necessarily like out the game? Yeah. Out the game. I'm not going to say falling, right? I'm just going to say out the game. I feel like that's a better way to word it. God is using all these people to make sure you're not out the game, bro. Yeah, you might fall, bro, but like you're not out the game, bro. You might take an L. You might take a lot of L's, but you're not out the game. It's as though there's something that is keeping you in the game, bro. Have you ever felt like something is keeping you in the game, no matter how much you go through? That could be the hand of God on your life, bro. You still in the game though, huh? You've been through all type of stuff. You should have been dead. You should have been like out of the game, bro. But it's like God be using all types of different things and people just to keep you in the game. Now, when you're going through all these different things, you might not notice it. You might not feel the hand of God on your life. But how in the world is you still surviving and still alive after all that you've been through? You never question that, bro? Like, how you still alive and standing and breathing after all you've been through? You don't, bro. You don't think that's the hand of God on your life, bro? Stopping you from getting X'd out the game, bro? God is keeping you in the game, bro. I'm trying to tell you. And think about it, right? If God been keeping you in the game, things trying to knock you off, like this situation trying to knock you off, the other situation trying to knock you off. But God keeping you in the game, though. God been keeping you in the game, though. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show, bro, God has a purpose for you to whereas you're not just going to survive, you're just going to thrive, bro. You're going to win. You're going to thrive to whereas you're no longer in survival mode, bro. You're just going to thrive, bro. You're going to be fully blessed, fully favored, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, you might be in a poor village, bro, living in a hut. You might be living in a hut house, bro. You living in a hut, bro. You living in a village. You living in a poor house. All of a sudden, a stranger knock on your door, be like, hey, bro, things are starting to happen, bro. Be like, God, is that you using this stranger for real, though? Hey, you gonna smile to yourself. You're gonna be like, hey, bro, it's been a long time, bro. Hey, you gonna be like, hey, bro, you gonna be like, God, bro, it's been a long time, bro. Hey, bro, this stranger don't even know. Sometimes the stranger don't even know what they doing for real. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Sometimes when God uses somebody, that person don't even know what they doing for real. But you know that God is using that stranger to give you that opportunity or God could use all types of people, and sometimes people don't even be knowing God is using them. But when you see that, bro, you just gotta smile to yourself and just keep it pushing, bro. Be like, God, it's been a long time, bro. Hey, bro, I'm about to get on that plane, bro. I'm about to get on that. I'm about to get in that car, bro. I'm about to get on that plane. I'm about to get it wherever, however means I'm traveling, bro, to get to where I need to be, to get to my promised land, bro. Hey, bro, you gonna be smiling the whole time, be like, yo, this is crazy. I'm here for real. God is showing up in all types of different ways for real, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. And the reason why I'm able to talk about this so well is because I experienced the same stuff. The favor that comes when the time is right, bro, is crazy, bro. I'm gonna repeat that one more time, and I'm gonna wrap up this message. When you've been faithful to God for a long time and you didn't give up even when it was hard, bro, the favor that comes when the time is finally right for you, when it's finally your time to shine, the favor that comes when it's your time to shine, bro, is not a game, bro. It is not a game, bro. I'm trying to tell you. But that's just basically all I wanted to say, bro. Peace.